Oh, he just went low. He's in his head. He's in his head. He's open. His head wide open. Cracked open like a beast.
And yes, Crash looks weird. Welcome everybody back to Crash Tag Team Racing. This is Mario Man 2100, and we're back. And we have enough crystals, and of course, as you can see by my coin count, did some grinding, and actually got actually a lot more crystals than I thought I was going to get. So I unlocked every tier 3 weapon there is in the game. That's why all the coins are back. And I also bought some costumes, so I know some of them, I don't know how many, but some of them do have situations where you get crystals from them. And I actually found some crystal merchants that I didn't actually go to in Tyrannosaurus Rex. So that helped a little bit. That's why my coin count, because my coin count ended up being over like 20-odd thousand coins at one stage, which was fantastic. And I bought some changeable costumes for Crash, so we'll show them off soon, but let's go back to Astroland and complete the story. Alright, and we're back with Astroland. That sound clip is really low. And I think if you go back into the Midway hub world and then go back in, I think these ninja penguins come back. So I think you can coin farm technically with this sort of thing. I mean, this theme is alright. I do like the original theme, like when you're in the main one of the hub world. The space, like, eeriness music is kind of cool, just because that makes a lot of sense. Because it's space, you know. As you can see, there's more costumes and stuff around. And I probably should show them all off at some stage. I've got them all in, I think I've got them all in my original save file, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Oh, and there goes a merchant off the side. Okay, don't know why I didn't hold forward there, but okay. This is the only problem with the platforming in this game, is just because a lot of things, I know this is like the last hub world, but it kind of feels like you have to, like with the double jump, you have to do it really quickly, because if you go too far in freefall, on your initial jump, you won't actually double jump. I noticed when I was actually going around all the different hub worlds and stuff, trying to see if I had any crystal merchants that I hadn't gone to, which apparently I did. And I jumped over that one. But yeah, I noticed like a couple of times, there's a crystal up there. Some of the harder crystals to get are really difficult. At least that double jump saved me. What are you looking at me for, merchant? And no, I didn't actually go back to space stunts to actually complete that. I did a lot of the rolling thunder scores, which I should show off. Like, I think most of them I got like double the score in like at least the first 3 worlds. It was a bit harder with Toontown and Astroland. Okay, we're back to 0 crystals, and here we go. So it's an in-game cutscene. And gives you the lever. You can take as much time as you need with this. He's not going to get away. Like, even though the rocket's going, you don't hear the rocket in the hub world.
Come on, don't do this to me!
Alrighty, you sour fruit. Hand over that black power gem.
Hey, who you call it sour?
And missile. And wouldn't you know...
Oh, man! That wretched bandicoot foiled my plan for this amusement enterprise as the ideal strategic cover!
Yes, my lord.
Stop having fun! Obliterate them!
And even though we've been killing chicken bombs and kicking them, we've finally had one and threw it into the turbine.
We'll meet again, Crash Bandicoot!
And to the victors go the spoils. Congratulations, Bandicoots!
Thank you, Mr. Chicken Man. This is really cool and stuff, but we'd like to return the park ownership where it belongs, to Ebenezer Von Clutch. That there's right darn neighborly of you, but I don't think it's gonna do him no good. Now that his black power gem is gone, it's time for old Ebenezer to drive that demolition derby in the sky.
Chick... like, the hat's changed. And the black power gem was in Willie's nose.
I'm feeling wonderful. Yeah. Crash, my boy. I owe it all to you. Danke schön. That free like passes to all the bandicoots. Yeah. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
And that's Crash being Crash. So yeah, so we saved Ebenezer Von Clutch there, foiled Cortex's plans, and got the Black Power Gem from Willie, and Willie's been destroyed. That's basically everything. And just to think that this game came out before Crash of the... Like, the next game in the lineup when it comes to the Crash franchise is Crash of the Titans. Wow. Like, fuck. I mean, Crash of the Titans is okay. Oh, and I bought Coco's princess outfit. So actually, while I'm here, I should actually show off the menu. Rolling Thunder. So yeah, so 40, 38, 34, 52, 36, 47, 43, 52, which I think is I think out of all the scores, I think it's my highest score. Oh no, 77 rather. But then again, that was a long track, to be fair, which is good. 39, 30, 33, as you can see with like Toontown, it was a bit harder. And then Rings of Uranus, not quite half. I think that's the only one that's kind of really just under half. And then like 58 and 77 on Craters of Uranus, but I got on a roll when it came to that. But yeah, that's it for Crash Tag Team Racing. That's how the game ends, like with a gag. Ebenezer's One Clutch having his front doors open to the Black Power Gem and Crash hitting the back of him. So we go back to the main menu because I actually will load up my original save file. And for some reason, I don't know why, but the save date is apparently 2000, which is weird because the game came out way after that. Okay, single player. Actually, let's go to extras. Go to the movie gallery, and yes, there was a PlayStation Portable version of this game as well. But let's go through all the dioramas. And this is in Astroland. Back in Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ouch. And that is a costume. Like, Bony Crash is actually a costume in this game. Oh yeah, I got this one off screen too on my gameplay playthrough file. I don't know how I got up there, but I didn't get up there in the initial way. Back in Toontown, just dynamite. I just love that one because it's just like piano. Which I mean would be thematic because the piano can be used as a weapon in this game. So it's a bit inconsistent with some of the gags. It's like he's not real, but then he is real at the same time. You just hear all the like the cheers in the background. Laser. That's an Astroland. Yeah, when I originally got this one, it was like it caught me off guard because it was like it should be lava, and then it's like what? And Uranus killed him. So I don't know why you would have a machine like that. Is it for climate? It just gave up, just like, fuck. See, it's like plasticine, and then he has hair like that, so he's kind of real in that one. It's kind of weird. I was gonna say he could run from there. That's not how ice works. It doesn't melt that quickly. It just embraces death like, fuck. Crash, I think you're supposed to press one of the buttons. I just love this one because it's like, everybody died. It's like, they evacuated the park when Crash did that. So it's funny because he can swim in the cutscene, but in the games, he can't swim at all. Like, you fall in the water. As to why he does it, I don't know. But yeah, he falls in the water and that's it. Yeah, so 12 cutscenes in all. That's with power gems and stuff. All the track sequence which we all showed off. And now the gags. And there goes a rocket. Poor park worker. I just love that one. I just, for some reason, I just love like the sound it makes. It's like grrr. I just love that it falls. I love this one because it falls apart. It's just like you don't expect it to fall apart. It's showing the emotions of each of the different squares there. I don't know why Engine would be working on Von Clutch's car, but anyway. I'm pretty sure we've seen this one too. There's a few that we've seen, but you know, do it as a showcase. I don't know why it does that. The camel plus worker equals engine. I don't understand, but okay. Okay, let's go back in the single player and go. We'll just go with this. Go into a race. Just say Creators Uranus. Hard. Insane. So we have original Crash. We have Indiana Jones Crash. We've got Agent Crash. We've got the Caveman Crash, which we've seen. We've got the Mad Scientist Crash. We've got the Gangster Crash, which is fucking funny as hell. And then we've got Astro Suit Crash. And then we've got Boney Crash. And then for a callback to Twin Sanity, which was the last game before this one, we have Nega Crash, which you don't see until the late end of Twin Sanity. And then Baby Diaper Crash, I think. And Cortex has got the ninja outfit, which we've seen. Pasadena's got a Toontown type outfit, not sure. Is it like a racing suit, or I don't understand. It's like a mummy type thing. Crunch has like a suit from Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I don't know if it's like a Mr. T type thing. Coco, we've seen, has the princess outfit. Nina has her worker outfit. Engine has his ballerina costume, which is fantastic. And Von Clutch is a pirate. So yeah, have I done all the Rolling Thunderers in this too? See, my scores are nowhere near as high, or except for that one. That one is massive. Like, there's a few here that are pretty big, but there's not too many. Like 45 is not too bad. See, that's really consistent. I got 16 in my playthrough, and I got 16 in my original playthrough. 60 on Uranus is mine, which is crazy because I don't think I even got that high. And 64, so I didn't get as high on Craters Uranus, but Uranus is mine, I've got plenty. Battle Arena, got both of those, and Stunt Arena. See, my score ended up being 208,720 in my original playthrough for Space Stunts, which was really fucking cool. So I hadn't got all the power crystals and stuff. So if I enter the park with my original playthrough, I should have a heap of coins. I'm pretty sure I have over 10,000 coins, I think, in my original playthrough as well. Oh, okay, sorry, 101. I don't know why, but I must have kept grinding coins. And like, if you weren't buying stuff, like I bought all the costumes and stuff, so like there's a bunch of crystals that I haven't got. I think there's one up. I think the one up there. down on the boat. I don't know why I'm in Mystery Island, but okay. Maybe I was just playing it one day, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna play. Might as well keep the loading screen in this one. Just because we're looking back. I just even noticed we don't actually really get the credits either. Yeah, so I'm going down the list. Yeah, I must have bought all the weapons. So I must have done it, yeah, I must have done it as, I must have done it unintentionally. Because, I don't remember buying the weapons, but anyway. Yeah, but 101,000, holy shit. I completely forgot that was the thing. I completely forgot. Have I got any missions left, or have I used them all? Yeah, they're all gone. Yeah, because I think the only ones that would have been in there were costumes. I think I've got most of the bought crystals. I think it's just the ones that are hard to find. But still, 86%. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's like, because it wasn't. It isn't absolutely completed. But I think most of it is pretty good. Now let's go back to extras and watch the credits. So yeah, so I do enjoy this game, and I thought it would have went to a, you know, a really cool screen. So the theme, the start of that theme was used in Twin Sanity, but this must be a remix of it. Because this is like the Crash theme from the modern games. But yeah, I don't mind Crash Tag Team Racing. Like, I mean, going back to it, I've really, you know, enjoyed a lot of the fancy of this. Like, it's one thing that I do love about these Let's Plays is that when I go back to games that I've played over the years, when I've, like, realistically played them, so like things like Crash Tag Team Racing, looking at, what else? Sonic Heroes is another one. You know, I find things like that I hadn't seen before in my original playthroughs, and I've really come to enjoy the games again. Like, I mean, with Sonic Heroes, I really enjoyed the game in general, and yes, I got stressed out because of Team Dark in some of those levels, but, and some of the bullshit at times in those levels. The one thing that I really do enjoy about these Let's Plays is that I get to play the games again, and I get to play them as if it's like a new coat of paint, and playing like the first time that I've played the game again. And it's one thing that I really do enjoy about these Let's Plays, is like I go back to some of these games and I really do enjoy playing them. It's amazing what you know, some time off the game can do, because you know, sometimes you get that little nostalgia hit, which, I mean, for this game and for Sonic Heroes and a few other games that I've played before, I've really, you know, have that dose of in nostalgia, which is always nice. And, yeah, I mean, this isn't like an absolutely spectacular game. Like, I don't think that's what they were really going for at this point in time. Because, can I speed it up? Yes, I can speed it up, okay. That's why it says navigates, because I pressed down and it started getting faster. So that's good. So at least you can control the speed. But yeah, you have all these people working on this game. I mean, this game isn't, like, I would say out of the three, Crash kart racing games, as in Crash Team Racing, Crash Nitro Kart, and Crash Tag Team Racing. I'm not really counting Nitro Fueled because that's, you know, that's its own thing. Nolan North was engine, and Quentin Flynn was chick. So that's the thing. Like some of the, like I noticed some things. It's like you got all these names that are really big. Like Nolan North is engine, which I didn't realize, and Quentin Flynn is chick, which I also didn't realize. I mean, if I listened to the voice, it probably would have noticed it a bit more. But yeah, it's amazing things like this Let's Play. You see and hear things that you've never seen before or have never heard before, and it's fantastic for that. But I will say, out of all the three Crash Bandicoot car racing games, this one is the least I'd say this is the worst one of the three. Not to say it's a bad game, because I don't think it's a bad game at all. It's just that Crash Team Racing and Crash Nitro Kart I hold very high. Like Crash Team Racing, a lot of people hold very high. I didn't play a lot of it until 2012, 2013, because that's the only Crash Bandicoot PS1 game that has eluded me for the longest time. I've wanted to own a copy of the game and just haven't. Because I've tried to look for a copy so many times and I just haven't found some. Like I haven't found a copy, whether it was original Black Label or Platinum, a Platinum copy on the PlayStation 1. And yeah, so I didn't play a lot of that until I got it on the PS1 Classics version of Crash Team Racing. And Crash Nitro Kart I hold as the highest for me, but that's because I've played it a lot, and I've played it since the game went to Platinum. I've played the game, and have really enjoyed that game, which is why I was so excited for Nitro Fuel when like with the first trailer, when I seen some Crash Nitro Kart karts in there, I was like, holy shit, they're actually bringing back like Crash Nitro Kart content into this game, so they're not just bringing back like just Crash Team Racing stuff. And most of the tracks in there, I haven't played all the Crash Nitro Kart tracks in Nitro Fuel at this point in time. I've played a few of them, and especially like Electron Avenue and Clockwork Wumpa. I think like the subtle changes that they have are really nice, especially with Out of Time. Like Out of Time, Clockwork Wumpa is basically the same. In Nitro Fuel as it is in Nitro Kart. The Electron Avenue has some changes, but that's because you don't have the anti-gravity mechanic anymore, and same for Out of Time, but it actually, with the clock turn that you would have in anti-gravity, because you would actually jump, turn into an anti-gravity section and go up the clock face. Now it's actually like a clock tower that has that turn, but it's the same turn. It has like the same configuration of boxes and stuff. It's a nice callbacks that I like about them, because of course you don't have the anti-gravity mechanic in Crash Team Racing. You know, they have to design some of the tracks to fit that game, and it feels good. There's some things that feel really good about it. So I was really excited when that came back. But this game, I still will say, is really good. I just think out of the three, it's the worst of the three. But it has a few things going for it. Like, I like the clash mechanic, and I love like the situation where you can be like a racer or gunner. I think the problem with it, I think, is that the game emphasizes it so much with some of the items that you get. Like, other than like the flame ball, when you're racing by yourself, or a race like the driver in a clash car, the items that you get aren't really that great. Like, you get chicken bombs, which can be effective at sometimes, and like dynamite monkeys, which are okay. You know, other than like the flame ball, there's not really many weapons that are really good. Like, it's like boost and flame ball, and sometimes a chicken bomb, and that's it. You know, like there's not really much else that you can really do when it comes to like as a single racer or like a driver of a clash car. Whereas with the gunner in the clash car, you get situations where you've got the gun, which, you know, if you're playing as someone like engine can work really well, or like Nina, if you're in close, can also work well. But I love that. That's a nice little callback to Crash to Insanity with the penguins in there, and then the ninja penguins. But the one thing that I will say, like with their weapons, is like pianos, cows, like submarines, like those are really effective, and they can last long on a track, which means that the back, when you're at the front of the pack and the pack is following you, sometimes you can take them almost all out with those weapons, which is kind of a little bit overpowering. So the game kind of emphasizes on the clash mechanic, which I mean it's its main mechanic in the game, I get, but I think they just emphasize it a little bit too much. But other than that, I think that the track design is pretty good. The physics are a little bit all over the place at times, but you know, that's little nitpicky stuff, I will say, because the core mechanics of like the racing are really good. The platforming feels a little bit out of place, but you know, it's something, I guess it's kind of a nice change of pace, because you really, like, in the first two Crash racing games, you got the hub world, but you were racing around in a cart. This time you're actually platforming, so it kind of harkens back to the original situation of what Crash was introduced as, a 3D platformer. But I will say the platforming does kind of feel a little bit out of place in this game, but you know, I mean, the game is good. That's the thing. I still enjoy this game. I still enjoy playing this game and having a lot of fun with it. It's just there's some things that you can nitpick and have problems over, but overall the game, I will say it's like a solid 7 out of 10. Like I don't think it's really, I think sometimes it can be an 8 out of 10, but it doesn't really, it's not spectacular like 9 or 10, and it's not really bad like 0 to like 4 or 5. I still think it's like a 7. Like it's a good game, but I don't think it's a great game. But I really enjoyed playing it, and I hope you guys really enjoyed watching it. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching all of this playthrough of Crash Tag Team Racing for the Sony PlayStation 2. This has been Mario Man 2000. You guys have a great day or night, and of course, take care.